Hi. I know I just did a video where I was like, what's in my bag? And then I did another video where I'm like, what's in this bag? Backpack. I did a satchel, then I did backpack. But I just picked up a new bag and I used it today. I carried it around today. But I just want to talk about it because even just after a day of use, I'm in love with this thing. It's not a camera bag, it's not a dedicated camera bag like my other satchel style bag. It's not incredibly padded, but it's got a thick leather base on it with like studded feet. The canvas is, I'd say, it's almost, it's a quarter of a centimetre, almost maybe a third of a centimetre thick. The canvas, it's ridiculously thick. It's a River Island satchel, man's satchel. It was in the ladies section of the charity shop, so I saw it and I was like, that's very unisex. I'm gonna get that. So I got it home and I Google lensed it, and it turns out it's a 25 pounds satchel. Not 25 pounds in weight, but 25 pounds in. It costs 25 pounds, 25 English pounds. From ASOS. You get it from ASOS. I don't know if it's in stock or anything like that, but you look on Vinted or whatever, or eBay or whatever. It's River Island men's canvas satchel. I'm in love with this thing though. It can fit so much in it. My other one could fit a lot, but this thing is massive. It can fit a 15-inch laptop. It can fit three SLRs in it. Along with all my other, I can fit 3 SLRs along with all my other gear, plus this camera I'm using right now and the ring light I'm using right now, all actually fit in the bag. So I'll show you the bag. It's a really nice colour. It's blue. It's got blue and it's got blue strap, blue top, normal canvas colour, everything else. It's got leather buckles, but these are magnets. These aren't buckles. These are magnets. You can actually adjust the buckles to make it longer, so you can actually fit more stuff in. The tripod I'm using for the ring light right now fits in here, so it fits under here, so I can carry a tripod around, which is amazing. So what can I fit in this? Well, we'll start with my 2 cameras that I carry around at all times. One digital camera, Canon EOS 100D, brilliant camera. I love this thing. If this thing breaks, I'm just going to get another one. That's how much I love this thing. Other camera, at the minute I'm carrying the OM10. I've got some Fomapan in this at the minute, exposing it at 250 ISO. Yeah, I'm using the OM10 at the minute. The light meter's broken, but the light meter works. Like, it runs at, I tested it against the DSLR and it all works, but the light meter inside doesn't. So it takes the right exposure, but it doesn't tell you what exposure it's taking, so you just sort of have to trust it. So that's always fun. But I'm using this because it's so lightweight compared to my OM2, which I love my OM2, but this thing doesn't break the neck like the OM2 does. So I've got a couple new things in here compared to my old bag. I've got a couple new things in here. Powerbank, the adapter ring for getting my Olympus lenses onto my Canon camera, a lighter. So that goes in a little inside pocket in there. So there's 3 inside pockets. There's 2 small inside pockets on this side, and then there's a large inside pocket on this side. On the other inside pocket, I carry I don't know, it's like 20 foot of duct tape. It's ridiculous. There's like 20 foot of duct tape there. Not even duct tape, Gorilla tape, so it's good stuff. A metal pen. Again, this is the self-defense pen, the survival pen. I just like the way it writes. So if I could stop it sticking to the pen, they've got the gorillapod. joby gorillapod. That, you know, it's got magnetic feet and it can wrap around everything and all that. Blah blah blah. So that's always useful for a quick video outside. Keep clipped to the inside here. I've got a Nevo flashlight. This thing saved my life if you've watched that video. Got microfiber cloth 1 and a tube scarf thing, because you never know. The two lenses I currently have in here are the Sigma 28-84 for the Olympus and the 50mm for the Canon. Got my light meter, obviously, always have a light meter. I mean, it's not really useful carrying a light meter to the OM10 because I don't have a manual adapter, but it's always nice to sort of check what camera settings you know. So say I want to set the camera to f16, I'll know what the camera's going to use. Got this is my wife's thing, but this has got my EpiPens and a load of cables and SD cards and more microfiber cloths and a spare pair of earphones. A flash. This should be in a case. I don't know where the case is though. This is the electronic T20 flash. So my EOS 100D's got a built-in flash, which is more than good enough for fill flash. I don't really use flash. I mostly do fill flash when it's you know, we're in the shade or whatever. So this thing for the OM10 mostly. So I don't know how well it'll perform on the EOS 100D. It might blow the EOS 100D up. So I don't want to risk it. Extra lens cap for the back of the lens. That's for the Canon. This thing for holding phone on tripod. My journal, it's got all pens and stuff and drawings and my stupid life story. That should be in the inside pocket. That's for the OM2. That should be with the OM2, but that's the flash connection for the OM2. I'm going to put that down there. That should be with the OM2. And then in the larger inside pocket, which has the branding of River Island on it, is just 6 batteries for the EOS 100D and batteries for the OM2 and batteries for my point and shoot. Yeah, that's everything. I mean, I can put all of that in here. I put all that in here, and it'll still have like all the space in it. Let me just put everything back. I might speed this part of the video up, so if I turn into a chipmunk, then my apologies. So get everything put in there. Get the Sigma lens in there. Separate the Sigma lens and the Canon lens with the buff. That's what it's called. Tube scarf. It's called a buff. Body cap and microfiber cloth. EOS 100D. Silly little fucking phone thing. And the OM10. Now, maybe people might shout at me for being like, you know, why don't you have any inserts in there? I never really, most of the time I keep the lenses separate and the lenses aren't touching anything hard. I don't run around and I don't jump. You know, I don't go crazy. I'm not parkouring around. I'm not going crazy. So the only thing that I think is probably the screen on the EOS 100D might get scratched, and I have to keep the OM10 uncocked because, you know, joggling around in the bag it'll go off. It's gone off and give me blank frames. But I mean, you can see in there there's still space in there. There's space for my smaller tripod on the top, or I could actually fit. I've tried it. I could fit a t-shirt, underpants, and socks over the top here. So that's like a whole day out. And then if you put the laptop in first and then put everything else next to it, you can fit everything in here and the laptop. You can fit a tablet in here. Yeah, my keffiyeh scarf. I would never put a water bottle in here in case it burst and then everything would get soaked. But I'm sure if you didn't have anything electronic in here, it could take a hold on. It could definitely fit a one of these in. This is a Quechua. This is Decathlon Quechua. I think it's pronounced Quechua. I don't know. One of these 1.5 litre water bottles will fit snugly, like stood up in it. So that's how big it is. I'm trying to think of other things. It will fit quite a lot in. I mean, this is the 100mm Tamron with a extender on it, and that just fits sideways and vertical. That fits vertical in there, and it doesn't go over the top. So, and that's got a 3x extender, and it's a 300mm lens, fixed prime 300mm. So it doesn't shrink down at all. It's 300mm. This thing is a foot long, plus this little thing here. So it fits it. It fits it in there. I know I've only had it for a day. I'll probably do an update video of how it feels to use after a week or two or a month or whatever. But so far, straight away, this thing is bloody magic. Once you've got both cameras out, like I'll have these around my neck, you can fit even more in there. So you could fit a whole packed lunch over the top of everything in there. I mean, look at the amount of space in there. You can, as I said, you fit that in there. Plus, you probably fit my Vivitar 70-200 next to it, and then my Tamron 70-300 for the Canon in here. I think you could probably fit them all side by side. I'm just gushing about how big this bag is. It's a River Island men's satchel, £25 on ASOS. If they're in stock. I didn't check if they're in stock. All I saw was that they're £25. But yeah, check if you want one of these. Check Vinted or whatever. I'm sure you could probably find one. Yeah, I really like this thing. I like the colour of it as well. I just love the colour of it. I don't really like blue. Blue's not really a colour I like, but it really works on this thing. Again, it's not a camera bag, but when have I ever used a camera bag except for the backpack? I've never used a camera bag. As I said, I don't know if I can show you the bottom of this thing that's a thick leather pad, and it's got little feet here. It's got tiny little feet, so it's when you put it on the ground, it's you can really slam that thing on the ground and it'll probably break everything inside. Right, yeah, I'm just going on now. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.